Hello everybody again, and to continue from where we stopped, in the previous two videos we discussed about Ota in general. Next we saw Ota in automotive context, and here we will see exclusively in Ada's perspective. Over the air updates play a critical role in keeping ADA systems up to date and capable of handling new scenarios. Unlike traditional recall based updates, Ota allows automakers to remotely deploy improvements to ADA's functionalities without requiring physical intervention. In the previous videos, I showed you a couple of examples where some automakers directly deployed the improvements of the ADAS functionalities without requiring intervention. In this video, we will see in a more elaborate manner. Now, why is OTA essential for ADAS evolution? The most important thing is rapid response to safety critical bug, the faulty lane keeping behavior. Next is continuous improvement of AI models, better object detection and pedestrian recognition. Of course, the regulatory compliance and the feature enhancements, ADA's new capabilities post purchase. So these are all the main purposes or the requirements, or why, to answer the question why OTA is essential for ADAS solutions. Now, what are the key components that rely on the OTA updates? ADAS consists of multiple subsystems, each benefiting from the OTA update. Now we will see in this table the ADAS component, its function and impact of the OTA updates. Now I will skip this function because everybody knows what is the purpose of this ADAS component. So when it comes to adaptive cruise control, the impact of the OTA update is it improves the radar calibration and response time. Coming to the lane keeping assist, it updates steering logic for better curve handling, because lane keeping assist requires the steering logic to be as updated as possible. Coming to automatic emergency braking, it enhances pedestrian cyclist detection algorithms. Now coming to traffic sign recognition, it expands sign database for the new regions. It is like the more database you have, more responsive or the better the ECU can identify a particular traffic sign. Coming to blind spot detection, it reduces the false alarms via improved sensor fusion. Now coming to the parking assist and 360-degree camera, it improves camera stitching accuracy. Okay, this 360 camera is very much relies on the efficacy of the camera stitching or camera views stitching. Last but not the least, driver monitoring system. It updates the facial recognition model. It enhances the facial recognition models so that the more variety of facial expressions can be monitored and identified. Now coming to how OTA updates enhance ADAS performance. First is algorithm and AI model improvements. The neural network refinements, the OTA relies on deep learning for object detection, and OTA allows deploying newer, more accurate models. Alright, and coming to the sensor fusion optimization, it combines data from camera, LiDAR and radar. So these are all the various types in which the OTAs can enhance the ADAS performance. The OTA updates can adjust fusion algorithms to reduce false positives. So directly from the cloud or the satellite, the OTA can be updated. The OTA can update the fusion algorithm. Now how does OTA enhance the safety and regulatory compliance? Well, whatever the NHTSA EC mandates are, the new regulations may require ADAS behavior changes. So based on the mandate change from the regulatory body, the software can be directly updated into the vehicle, and it OTA ensures compliance without recalls. So whenever a regulatory body it introduces a new requirement, the vehicle need not go back to the service center. The vehicle can be updated directly remotely without any kind of recall. As I said, this is a huge convenience as far as OTA is concerned, and this will recall the mitigation. For example, Tesla fixed a false emergency braking issue via OTA. Without calling it, without the recall, it is able to fix the automatic emergency braking issue. Now, what are the other features and new capabilities? Adding new features, for example, Ford added Blue Cruise hands-free driving via OTA, and Tesla introduced autopilot navigate on city streets. Geo, and what is the geo-fenced advanced improvements? Okay, geo-fenced Ota Adas improvements, it updates can enable location-specific optimization. Okay, with the help of Adas improvement, it can directly update location-specific optimization. It is better performance in snow-prone areas. Okay, for example, in an area where snow is heavy or rain is heavy or it is very muddy, so based on the location also, this Adas improvements can be implemented. Now, what is this technical workflow? I will skip this because this is very similar to the what I mentioned in the previous video. Okay, but in case you are interested, I request all of you to pause the video and see this in a very elaborate manner. Even though there are some subtle difference, I won't be explaining that because it is very similar to what I explained in the previous video. This update generation, update packaging, staged rollout, and the in-vehicle update process, it is very similar to what I mentioned in the OTA for general automotive. But I request all of you to pause the video and note the subtle difference between Adas Ota update and in general automotive Ota update. All right. Now, what are the main security challenges in Adas Ota updates? Okay, let's see in this table. The most important threat is, we will see threat, risk and mitigation strategy. The most important threat is malicious firmware injection. Hackers could disable AEB or LKA. Okay, and how do you mitigate it? Code signing and using secure boot. Next comes the man in the middle attack, intercepting and modifying the update. Now, this is a very important risk or a very concerning risk. And how do you mitigate it? By TLS 1.3 and end-to-end encryption. Next comes the ECU exploitation via Adas. Compromising Adas to attack other ECUs, and the mitigation strategies: hardware isolation, hypervisors, QNX, sandboxing. And coming to the rollback attacks, downgrading to vulnerable Adas version. Okay, this risk is downgrading to a vulnerable Adas version. So whenever you want to update a new version, there is a risk that it can downgrade to a more vulnerable lower version or a older version. And how do you mitigate this? By version enforcement and secure flash. So these are all the various strategies in mitigation strategies with the help of which the security challenges can be addressed. Coming to the key security standards, ISO 21434, UNR 155 and AUTOSAR SEC OC. Alright, these are the major standards that need to be adhered so that this OTA updates happen seamlessly without any security risk. Now, let's see some real world examples of the OTA updates. Well, of course, as I already emphasized, Tesla autopilot improvement, it improved phantom braking via neural net update. It also enhanced vision based parking assist for non-USS vehicles. Alright, so I am sure by now you understood the major role played by Tesla in bringing this OTA technology to Adas and also the automotive world. Next is the Ford Blue Cruise updates. The Ford Blue Cruise update is, it added hands-free highway driving via OTA and it expanded lane change assist functionality. Okay, especially for this lane change assist functionality, this Ford Blue update was a, how to say, like a game changer. It was the main concept through which this lane change assist functionality got expanded. And coming to Volvo's over there Adas patches, it fixed the AEB false activation in Volvo XC40. So what is this Adas patch? It is nothing like a bandage. It is like a band-aid. Whenever there is some vulnerability, this bandage or a patch is sent through OTA, and it is the whatever the wound or whatever the what you call malfunction is or whatever the wrong working is, that is nullified. And it also improves adaptive cruise control smoothness. All right. So next is, let's see the future trends of the OTA and autonomous driving. The federated learning for ADAS. Vehicles share anonymous driving data to improve AI models, and OTA distributes collective learning updates. Okay, now coming to edge AI and OTA synergy. Local processing reduces cloud dependency. This edge AI and OTA synergy are very important future trends, and especially this edge AI, where the AI updates happen from nearby server instead of from the cloud. Future trend again is V2X integrated ADAS updates. Please don't blame me if you are feeling bored by hearing this V2X again and again. Alright, vehicles receive real-time road-time conditions update. Example, construction zone. For example, vehicle is going and suddenly a construction zone got implemented. Suddenly men go to work and they block a certain zone as a construction zone. It is immediately updated in your car with the help of V2X integrated ADAS update. And next comes the predictive ADAS update. AI updates upcoming edge cases and preemptively updates. Okay, and what is the upcoming edge cases? For example, new traffic pattern. As the vehicle is moving on the road, suddenly a certain place some accident happens and traffic pattern, and in that area the traffic becomes highly jammed. So this traffic update, in a proactive manner, the driver is updated or informed, and this is called predictive ADAS update. Now, what are the various challenges? The challenges, of course, is safety certification, legacy ECU limitations, data privacy concern, and regulatory approvals. Here, this particular box also I am not going to repeat, because this is majorly what I touched upon in the automotive challenge. Okay, so the solution is obvious when it comes to safety certification standard like ISO 26262, legacy ECU change. Solution is migration to automotive, modern automotive AutoSAR platform. This already touched upon in the previous video, so I won't be repeating here. So finally, in conclusion, the OTA updates or revolutionized ADAS by enabling real-time safety environment and AI model refinements, and also the feature expansion. As the vehicles evolve into software defined machines, the OTA will be the backbone of autonomous driving advancements. Okay, this word backbone, I am sure you heard it before. Even AutoSAR, I clearly said that it is the backbone of the ADAS or autonomous driving, because these OTA and also AutoSAR, they play a very important role in development of the autonomous driving advancement softwares. Of course, security, regulatory compliance, they remain the challenge, and future will see AI driven OTA updates and also V2X enhanced ADAS and federated learning, making roads safer and driving experiences smarter. So once this federated learning means based on the regulatory bodies mandated learning, the driver or the vehicle will also learn by itself, and that will make the vehicle more smarter, thereby making road more safer. Thank you. Thanks for your patient listening.